victims of society. It's always prevalent in any kind of feminist hashtag. The white woman privilege one was especially ugly because what it was a bunch of white women talking about how ashamed they were of their skin because how much harder it is for minority women out there. So not only as a white woman am I oppressed by evil men, but I'm privileged. Yeah, that kind of, I wasn't sure how that worked. So I jumped into it, and I asked a couple of these women, and again, this probably wasn't my mistake. I asked them, I said, so how does this work? How can I be oppressed by men, yet privileged as a white woman? And each and every one of these women said to me, well, clearly, if you don't know what it means, then you have white privilege. Okay, but what does that mean? Well, if you have to ask that question, you must have it. Must have white privilege coming out of my ass, guys, because I had no idea what they were talking about. You know, this idea, it's like we are always looking, well, not we, because it's not me, but, you know, it's like the left is always looking for new levels of victimization, new ways to manipulate the ideas of agenda to feed this idea that we have to do for certain groups of people because they're not able to do for themselves. You know, I've basically come to the conclusion that according to liberal ideologies, since I believe in making opinions based on character versus skin color, that I believe everybody has the ability to make do for themselves, that I believe in the individual, that makes me a racist, apparently. That really is an interesting thought if you think about it. Believing in people, regardless of who they are, where they come from, that really should be what America is about. That is really the basis of living in a country where you can be whatever you want to be if you're willing to work hard enough for it. And unfortunately, we're losing that because so many people on the left are willing to give into the idea that society isn't fair. Your lives suck because society isn't fair. It's not that you don't work hard enough. It's not that maybe you make mistakes and don't own up to them and try and fix them. It's not that you don't go out and try to better yourself. No. It's not your fault. It's society. And in society, they look for the boogeyman. Either it's white privilege, white woman privilege, men. Somebody sent me a link today about, what was it, Asian privilege. And I laughed my ass off. Are we really this out of touch with what it means to be an American that these types of ideas are getting the attention they really don't deserve? And, you know, if you talk about any issues in this country right now, especially if you're talking with government and this administration, they look to put racism and racial problems into each and everything that's wrong. Well, unemployment's high. Well, it's because black people can't get jobs because white people are mean to them. I mean, the reality is our economy is shit. And we are looking for solutions in government versus solutions in free market. And until government gets out of it, we're not going to get any better.